getting kicked out of the military. I am getting kicked out of the United States Army. Update. I'm still getting kicked out of the military. As it stands right now, I'm still getting kicked out of the military. It's just more people know about it. What I have done thus far, I have written to my Senator Tim Kaine. This was the congressional that I wrote. I was requesting intervention, and the response that I received was a very generic response. The response was from my brigade commander stating the process in which the GOMAR has to take, not the intervention that I originally requested. And I was told that they do not intervene with judicial issues, and that's okay. One thing I will tell you is that I do not believe in no's, especially not in the military. It's just whether or not someone is willing to hear me and willing to help me. And I'm gonna keep moving. I have a civilian attorney who I've been working with, Mr. Joseph Jordan, who has been assisting me with getting all of the answers to the questions that I have. I have filed civilian charges, but that's a whole process in itself, as I am in Germany and working with the German prosecution office. As of today, I've made 3 attempts to speak to the commanding general. All of those attempts were denied. The first 2 were to the previous commanding general, never received a response. Today, we received a response and was told, based on the proposed subject matter of the discussion, which I'm asking, what I want to speak about is why. Why am I being punished? Why has a decision been made, and how? How and why has a decision been made based off of what evidence? Based off of what is what I'm essentially asking. It would not be appropriate for the CG to meet with Lieutenant Feathers at this time. Please see the attached open door policy memo, paragraph 4, because the subject relates to disciplinary issues and her case has an established and existing procedure for her to be heard. This matter should go through those channels. I recently wrote the Secretary of Defense and a few others, and I wrote the Sergeant Major of the Army, which I received a response. I spoke to the Sergeant Major of the Army, IG, last week, and I received a lot of good information. I have been informed by my legal team that the Secretary of the Army is now tracking the case. So what does that mean? It means I continue to fight. I will not stop fighting. I will not stop speaking until I get answers, until those are held accountable, until I am given justice. In black and white that this case was declared erroneous or something along those lines. Even then, I will not be done, because CID, MPI, and any and all agencies, I want them to look at this case. I want them to look at my case and say, what did we do here? Where did we mess up? And how do we avoid ever doing this again? I want this to be a part of LPDs, NCOPDs, senior leader forums, because if we're being honest, this is not just a failure on an investigation, this is a failure across the board. And I will not stop speaking, because this shit should never happen again.